How we doing today, everyone? This is, I wasn't planning on making a video until Monday, or at least in a couple of days, but because of the overwhelming response I got from my last video, I have to put out another one today. I can't thank everybody enough, honestly, for that video I posted about Cody and the whole everything that happened on SmackDown. I mean, that took off. It blew up. I've never posted a video on YouTube before that got that many views and that many likes and comments, and I promise you, I have tried over the past day or so to get back to everybody, every single comment that I've missed. I've tried to respond to everybody, but a lot more just kept piling in. So I think today, after I post this one, I'm going to try to go back on the other one and try to respond to you guys, because this is what I want this channel to be. I want us to be able to talk to one another and communicate, and because this is our thing. This is our channel. This is our opinions, our thoughts on everything that's going on in WWE. I probably will cover some AEW stuff eventually. I have in the past. I have some older videos, but I kind of got away from it. WWE is just on another level lately. They're just hot. Like, you can't beat WWE right now. So, let's talk. I want to dig a little bit more into what's going on here with the whole Cody and what's next for him. This is all what we think. This is nothing set in stone. All we have to go off of is what we saw on SmackDown. And, I've seen a lot of different opinions, a lot of comments, which I thank all of you for, by the way. And over the past day or so, my subscribers have gone up like a lot. And I appreciate that. It's only because of you, and I appreciate that. So, that motivated me. And a lot of you with some really nice, appreciated comments about my last video, and I should make more, and that you subbed to the channel, which I 100% cannot tell you how grateful I am for that. That is amazing. That actually motivated me to make this video today. This is a Sunday morning, and I'm making this video. Usually I like to chill out and kick back on Sunday before we have to get back to work on Monday, and but you know what? I was like, no, I got to put something else out there because of all the feedback I got from the last video. I want to start this off by actually. And this is historic for me, because for the longest time, I've been wanting to get people to email my channel, email me. It's wickedbittermedia@gmail.com. I'll put it in the video. And I say this because I actually have gotten an email from somebody, and this made me feel amazing. And yes, this person who emailed me, Israel Gomez or Gomes. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing any of that incorrectly. I don't mean to. I appreciate you emailing me, and if you're watching this video, leave a comment. Let me know that I reached out and said something back to you here. I want to read your email that you sent me. This is about what Israel thinks Cody's future plan looks like here, and he says, I think Cody is going to be inserted, and that match is going to be made into a triple threat, just like in the past. Examples are Daniel Bryan, when he was against Randy Orton, and Batista, and Chris Benoit, which I think the one you're talking about is when he was in there against Triple H and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 20 and 30, respectively. First of all, Israel, I want to thank you so much for that. That made my day, and I was like, you know what? I have to respond to this email because this is the first one I've ever gotten from anybody. And if you're watching this and you want to send me emails, comments, questions, theories, predictions, whatever you're thinking, I will read them on air. I will read them on this video or on these videos. So wickedbittermedia@gmail.com. Send them. Let's get into this conversation. Let's talk about it. Israel, I can see. I want to say that I could see that match happening, that Cody being inserted in there and making it a triple threat. By doing that, you automatically turn Cody into an underdog, which I don't know if WWE wants that kind of vision for Cody Rhodes. I don't know if WWE wants everybody to view Cody as an underdog, but I think they could pull it off if they did. To me, I think just because the Rock versus Roman is going to be such a rare match. And it's probably, we've heard it before, the once in a lifetime when The Rock faced Cena. We ended up getting that match 3 times. I truly believe that we're not going to see Rock versus Roman that many times. Like, this may be the only time we get Rock versus Roman. I could be wrong, but this might be the only time. So with that being said, if this is the only time they're ever going to do Rock versus Roman, I think they're going to want it just a one-on-one with no Cody. I truly believe in my opinion, unless things change. I mean, I'm going to watch Raw very closely to see if we get any more information about what's going on with Cody. But I truly believe Cody is going to be left with going after Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship. To me, that's the only match that's big enough left for both Cody and Seth right now at Mania. If CM Punk was still in the picture, I could maybe see Cody being inserted in, maybe actually Seth Rollins and Punk's match for a triple threat. That would be an interesting match. I would actually be happy to see that. But Punk's going to be injured, or he is injured. He's not going to be here. He's going to miss Mania. So I think the next big opponent for Seth Rollins and for Cody Rhodes, what's left for them, I think, will be each other at WrestleMania, and we're going to get The Rock versus Roman one-on-one. You know, I saw a lot of different theories about Rock versus Roman at Elimination Chamber with Solo and Jimmy involved, and I just think it's too complicated. I think it's just too much. I think it's just straight up WWE is going to go for this. Despite the feedback, I think it's going to be Rock Roman WrestleMania, and I think The Rock will be at Elimination Chamber, but I don't think it'll be in a match. I think Rock will be there just maybe for a segment on Grayson Waller's talk show or something. Because it's in Australia, you want to make it a big deal, right? It's their first time there, and at least for Elimination Chamber. So yeah, they're gonna make it a good card for Elimination Chamber. Which I thought about this last night. I actually wouldn't put it past them to make Rhea Ripley main event that show against Nia Jax for the Women's Championship. I know that doesn't really sound like a main event to a lot of people, but it being Rhea Ripley's hometown, she's going to come out looking like $4 million in that match, because that crowd is going to be behind her like nothing else. And I can't see, I could see them main eventing that with Nia Jax, just because Nia is so disliked by so many people and then Rhea is so beloved, especially in her hometown. I could see that being the main event of Elimination Chamber. I could be wrong. We could probably get what we normally get, a main event Elimination Chamber match, because I don't think Seth's wrestling. I think Seth is gonna take it as easy as he can until WrestleMania, because at WrestleMania I think he will lose that championship to Cody, and then probably Priest cashes in. I think Priest will cash in either right at the very end of that match when Cody wins, or the very next night. I feel like with that match with Cody and Seth, you want to give Cody no time with that championship. I see this being like Cody. This makes us all wonder, right? This makes me wonder. Are we ever finishing the story, or are we just going to forget the story? I don't think we're going to forget it now. I think the story is still in the works. I think it's going to happen. I think Cody will finish it. It's not going to be now, which I know a lot of people don't want to hear. And I hope if we don't finish the story now, nobody cares less about it. Nobody loses interest in it. I know right now Cody's got this like massive support system because of the way things went down on SmackDown. And by the way, I know I'm kind of jumping around a little bit here. By the way, I saw in some of the comments about Cody and The Rock, and people saying, "Oh, you guys wanted Rock versus Roman, now you're complaining about it." And I just want to be completely, at least I can only speak for me, right? But I don't think I'm the only one that feels this way. I want Rock versus Roman. I believe that is the biggest match WWE could have, right? I mean, but it has to be for the title. And some people have said, Roman can lose it at Elimination Chamber and then face Rock. Roman is not losing. He's not losing that championship, especially before he faces The Rock. You've gone 3 years with Roman Reigns being untouchable, unbeatable. This dude has stacked bodies. This dude has beaten everybody. You're not going to have Roman lose the title at Elimination Chamber and then go face The Rock, because then at that point, Roman loses so much steam. Roman loses so much momentum. People are not going to view that match, Rock versus Roman, as big as they would if it still continued to be what it is right now. Roman is not going to lose that championship beforehand. I know that's a lot of hopeful people for Cody to somehow still win it. No, it's not going to happen that way. If it does, I will be completely shocked. It's not happened that. Roman will continue to be what he is, undefeated, unbeatable, and then goes through WrestleMania with the title. And you know what? He's sitting at 999 wins right now. Roman is probably, most likely, 99.9999% going to beat The Rock at WrestleMania to get his 1,000th win and to continue his reign as the most dominant champion we've seen in our lifetimes, pretty much, for the most part, if depending on how old you are. But yeah, he's not losing that at Elimination Chamber, and a lot of people thought that was the easy way to go. Hey, relax. No, it's not happening. And also, going back to the match about The Rock Roman, I want that match. I think a lot of people want that match, but it's the way it all went down is what people are upset about. Because what sense would it make for any character in WWE to win, to for years now, say that I want that WWE Championship, I want to beat Roman Reigns, I'm going to take that title, I got to fulfill my dad's legacy, I gotta fill my own legacy, I got to win that title because my dad had that title ripped out of his hands, right? You're not going to invest all of that time and energy in that narrative and then win the Royal Rumble where you're guaranteed a shot at that championship at WrestleMania just for you to give it up and step aside and give it to The Rock. That is what people are mad about. That is what we're not happy about. It doesn't make sense for Cody's character, and frankly, it wouldn't make sense for a lot of characters to do what Cody just did. So the way we got here is what's making people upset. It's not the fact that that The Rock is facing Roman. That it's just wrong place, wrong time for some of this. I think The Rock vs. Roman will be a phenomenal match. The build for it is great. You got so much story there to tell. And it's going to be a great match. But it's the way we got there. It's the way Cody looked. It's the way they made Cody look. And, I saw some reports that this was mostly The Rock, his choice in this. We all know Rock joined the board of directors for TKO WWE. And I saw reports that The Rock was the one that pushed for this. I don't know how accurate it is. I'm sure it had something to do with it. I'm sure he had some say. But this doesn't make me feel great, because if this is what it's going to be going forward, because Triple H has had great success so far since taking over completely of creative, right? He has done a lot of things that a lot of people are happy with. And Triple H does care about creating good stories and being creative and having long-term stories. Triple H has said in his press conferences before, he's okay with taking things slow. He doesn't want to rush into things. Triple H has done a phenomenal job. But if it can all be wiped away, if The Rock just decides, hey, I want to do this instead, we're doing this instead, that is not going to be good for WWE going forward, because if this is one of those moves that The Rock just took over and big brothered Triple H and kind of just been like, no, that's nice what you're doing, but I want to do it this way. And then what The Rock says goes. If he's going to be doing that more often, I don't know how involved The Rock's going to be. I don't know if he's just super involved now because it's WrestleMania season, but if The Rock is always going to be doing this, you're going to get a lot of negative feedback, I feel, because Triple H has a pretty good temperature of what the fans want and how to handle things, and The Rock just comes in and just, nah, we're doing this. You got to think The Rock's very busy. He's got a lot of things, different businesses going on. The Rock can't invest 100% of his energy in WWE just like Triple H can. So Triple H has been doing great, but this doesn't make me feel good if The Rock was just like, nah, that's fine, but we're doing this instead, because look at what it's done so far. That segment with Roman Reigns and The Rock on SmackDown is the most disliked video on YouTube in WWE YouTube video posting history. That is not a good look. And they're running the risk here of people really rejecting this storyline. I know a lot of people compare it to the Daniel Bryan thing. I actually have thought of that too, where, it's one of those things where everybody wanted Cody and WWE went with Randy versus Batista or Randy versus Cena, whatever it was. And everybody just was like, no, we want Daniel Bryan in this. And it's kind of giving me that similar feeling here with Cody. I mean, that hashtag "We Want Cody" now is trending on X, on Twitter, and people blowing up about it. They're running a risky game here. No pun intended. It could turn bad. I'm interested to see where they fix this, or where they steer this in the right direction, because there could be a way to right this wrong in many people's eyes. If Cody wins the championship from Seth, I'm desperately hoping that they don't play that off as him completing the story, because that's not the story. whether everybody wants to admit it or not. Cody has said for a long time the WWE Championship, him winning that specific title, would be him finishing the story. Somebody in the comments, I can't remember, because there's so many comments from that last video, which I thank you all for again. Somebody in the comments said, Cody could win that title at SummerSlam, the WWE Championship at SummerSlam, in the Garden, where his dad almost won it in the Garden. That would be a great setup, because Roman will beat The Rock at Mania, and then we can go to SummerSlam. We don't have to wait a whole nother year. Granted, it's about 6 months, 7 months, whatever. But Roman can lose it at SummerSlam against Cody. It'll feel nice, but to me, finishing the story has to be at WrestleMania. Maybe that's just me. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but for me, Cody winning and finishing the story would be Cody winning at WrestleMania and beating Roman Reigns specifically and winning that WWE Championship. That's just me. But I could definitely see it happening at SummerSlam, and it'll feel nice. It'll feel satisfying, I think, to a lot of people. I'll be happy with it. At least he did it. But ultimately, for me, it's got to be WrestleMania. Hey, big thanks to everybody, honestly. Big thanks. I can't believe that video blew up the way it did. I've posted videos before, if you've ever checked out my channel, and I've gotten some good views on them, some comments here and there. Nothing like last video. I mean, that was amazing. I'm truly happy and motivated that you all liked it and decided to comment on it and all that kind of stuff. I want to keep that going. I want us all to talk about it. I make it a point to try to get back to everybody in the comments, no matter how many there are. I mean, yesterday I remember I was doing something. I think I was playing PlayStation or something, and I noticed that they were getting so many comments. I stopped playing and I got on the laptop and I was just like, let me try to. I want to respond to. I want to read all of this. I want to talk to people here. So I spent a couple hours just sifting through the comments just to get back to as many people as I can. And there's still more now that I got to go back in there and see what people said and respond and stuff. I really want this to be an interactive situation we got here. I want us to bounce ideas off one another. And if you have subscribed to the channel since the last video, we're in this now. This is ours. This is our channel. This is our journey together. This is our thing here. We're going to talk wrestling, specifically WWE here. And if you guys let me know if you want to hear more different specific topics you want me to talk about, or you want me to tackle another category, you guys let me know here. I want to, if it can work, it works. I want this to be a back and forth type of thing. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet and you made it this far into the video and you liked this video or this type of content, go ahead and give it a sub. I mean, I had some people do it over the past day or two, and now we're in this together. That's what I want for us. I want us to all grow together here and have a space where we can all talk about wrestling together. I mean, it's a perfect time to be a wrestling fan right now. This is amazing. WWE is at the top. It's been the highest it's been in a long time. So yes, appreciate all of you. I really, really do. I can't even explain how much I do. That was amazing to see. It made me feel great. Honestly, I couldn't stop looking at my phone. I was just so happy. So yes, if we can keep the ball rolling here, man. You guys don't go quiet on me. Let's talk about some of this. Let's talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Let's go back and forth here. And small ask here: if we can keep the comments respectful, right? I don't want anybody attacking anybody, right? We all have opinions. We all have different mindsets, different ideas. Everybody's entitled to their own. But let's keep the negative and the hate down here. I mean, if we can get rid of all of it, that'd be ideal. This is a friendly, cool back and forth little situation we got going here. There's no need for anybody to be attacking anybody else or anything like that. But yeah, I appreciate all of you. Sub to this channel if you'd like this video if you'd like, comment if you would like. I would really appreciate it. Let's get the ball rolling here. I'm gonna be back next week with some more videos here. I'm gonna watch Monday Night Raw. I might make one on Raw depending on what happens on Raw. But yeah, I hope to hear from you guys soon. I will see you later, and until next time, stay bitter.